How would you describe the job of being lieutenant governor?
The lieutenant governor is kind of like the conductor on the train who says, I don't get to drive this train, I don't get to ring this bell, but let this mother get off the track and see who catches hell.
At our state capitol, lawmakers are back to work. This newest generation of Texas public servants may not even realize it, but it's rare that a day goes by when they are not learning from, responding to, or building on the large legacy left by former Lieutenant Governor Bill Hobby.
I think that Bill Hobby will go down in the history books as one of the best public servants in the history of the state of Texas.
He's the longest serving lieutenant governor in history at this point. Probably will be forever. It's a rough business. It's a hard job, but he loved it. I think he loved it.
By the time Bill Hobby was born in 1932, his name was already synonymous with public service. His father had served terms as both lieutenant governor and governor between 1915 and 1921, and his mother, Oveda, served in the cabinet of President Eisenhower.
The Hobby name, because of his father and his mother, was one of the best names in Texas. Was then, is now. He had a determination that he was going to follow in the footsteps of his father, and he did extremely well.
He graduated from Rice University and was an intelligence officer in the Navy, where he met his wife, Diana Stallings. Back in Texas, he joined the family business, the Houston Post. Within a few years, he rose to president and executive editor, relishing the high-profile position and its impact. Lieutenant Governor Ben Barnes noted Bill's potential and recruited him to organize a review of the entire state welfare system.
It was easy to recognize that his interest went way beyond that of being a newspaper publisher. He was interested in helping Texas be a better place to live.
In 1972, Bill was elected lieutenant governor. He focused on the state's budget, working to ensure not a penny of taxpayers' money was wasted. He helped create the Texas Sunset Commission, providing regular assessments of the effectiveness of more than 150 state agencies.
He understood what needed to be done in Texas, and it was very quickly recognizable that this was a person who had a lot to contribute to state government.
He understood the budget better than most people in or outside of government.
In 2002, former Governor Ann Richards delivered this tribute to Bill.
When it comes to government and how to get things done, Bill Hobby was as adroit and as clever as anyone I've ever known. There have been very few people in my life that have had more impact on me than Bill Hobby.
Bill's most lasting legacy is perhaps his ability to get politicians with disparate views working together.
Bill Hobby went out of his way to work with members based on their ability, as opposed to whether somebody had an R or a D in front of their name.
From funding more health care in underserved areas to expanding the prison system, Bill anticipated the shifting needs of our growing state.
Just a lot of issues that weren't as significant in Texas when this was more of a rural state all came to fruition during his tenure.
Education was Bill's priority. In 1983, he was part of a select committee on Texas public education that set the bar nationally. It reworked the way schools were funded, encouraged teacher testing, and enacted the no pass, no play rule for extracurricular activities.
He recognized that education was going to be a fundamental need, that every person in Texas was going to have a good education.
Bill never feared making crucial decisions that were sometimes unpopular.
It's very hard to get in front of a tax bill and let you be the first stones thrown in your face. But Bill Hobby was very quick to assume that leadership.
Bill finally left office in 1990, and even after a record 18 years as lieutenant governor, he remains an active public servant. He served as chancellor of the University of Houston, on the board of St. Edward's University, and he's taught at Rice University. He's also a trustee with the LBJ Foundation and a research associate at the Center for Public Policy at the University of Houston.
He has given a large part of his life to this state and continues to do so now.
He certainly is one of the stars of our history and will be forever.
Tonight we honor Bill Hobby with the History-Making Texan Award, a man from a family of leaders who has lived up to our highest expectations.